What's up, everybody? It is Friday and the bar is open. Ah, it's Friday.
It's been a long week.
Long crappy week. But I'm here with you guys, and that's what I love to do. So, I hope everyone's doing good.
Yeah,
What do we got?
I hope nobody's dealing with water issues.
Yeah. Philly got hit big time. Philly and the surrounding area, Montgomery County, Bucks County, everybody got hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
And it turned 676 down in Center City into a swimming pool. Holy crap.
Right?
Holy crap. It was really bad. So I want to say hi to John, Barry, Diane, Melissa, Audra, Tommy. Yeah. What's up, guys? Glad you can make it. All right. So let's go over the rules real quick because that's what we do every single show. Let me find my rules. There we are. So rule number 1, you are welcome to ask any paranormal related questions, and I'll give you my skeptical opinion in return. And tonight is open mic night, so that means anyone can ask pretty much any question that has to do with paranormal. Don't ask what kind of underwear I'm wearing because I'm not sure right now. Anyway, so rule number 2 is I don't know everything. I may act sometimes like I'm a know-it-all, but I do not know everything, and I will have to look up things once in a while. Shush. No comments. Oh, I thought that was you.
No,
you're playing audio.
It took me that long to get on.
Producer Donna is messing with stuff.
Not
All right.
messing.
So yeah, I will look up stuff on my other screens, and we can talk about it. Rule number 3 is listen to Patrick Swayze, and please be nice. I definitely encourage debate, discussion, going back and forth, throwing ideas out there. You can disagree with each other. That's cool. But when it comes to when it gets hostile and somebody calls somebody a really bad name, like a dumb fuck, we'll just drop it right out in the first 5 minutes. Then Divine Donna over here will have the power to boot your ass out of here forever. And we only know one person has ever returned from the deep, dark pit. And that was John. But it wasn't his fault. Rule number 4 is please put a Q in front of your question. If you have a question in the comments, that makes it easier for producer Donna to find the questions and we can get to them after she tells me to shut up and keep going because I talk too much. So with that, my favorite rule of all time is drink up. Oh, drink up. What is everyone drinking? Where are you guys from? Anybody new?
We got lots of people.
We got lots of people. Yeah. Nice. All right. As I said, tonight is pretty much it's open mic night. So I was trying to have a guest scheduled because I have a particular topic that came from one of my Patreons, and it's more of a it gets into psychology and stuff. So I wanted to have an expert on. So I'm working on that, and I almost had her for tonight, but she's too busy, and we're going to try and do that next week. So tonight's open mic night. It's the questions are yours. This show will go as long as you guys have questions and comments and stuff like that. So it's all you guys tonight. And I also want to put in there that if you have a question that's a little bit more in depth and maybe a little bit more involved than typing back and forth, because I know typing can be a pain in the ass when the other person is talking. So if you want to, if you have a webcam and a microphone, you can come on the show and we can talk a little bit more in depth for a few minutes. So, all right, with
Drinks
that.
pouring in.
Drinks. What do we got? Oh, all right. Hey, Shelly's here. Hi, Shelly. All right.
We got
questions. Oh, wait, Tommy, I got Exile Red Ale tonight. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. White peach.
Sake.
Mm-mm.
That's gonna mess you up.
Never had sake.
Yes,
I mean,
we did.
Do we?
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah,
and we did not like it.
Mitch got us. Our friend Mitch bought us a bottle of sake.
Yeah.
And yeah, we tried it and it was like, no.
Maybe the white peach would be better. I didn't try flavor. So.
I don't know what we had. I don't
we had
remember
just
what
regular
we had.
sake.
It was sake. It was a nice little set. It was a really cool set, and we still have the set. It was just sake was like, that's not my cup of rum. So, all right. Love the shirt. Get it. Thank you. Science mode activated. I'm so excited. I do have one thing to throw out there that we can get into later if you want. My friend Dustin Dean, the mentalist, and he was on the show a couple of weeks ago. We talked about what he does for a living and the challenge that he has for psychics and other people that have psychic powers. He does $1,000 challenge. And he announced today that he has upped it to $10,000. So if you can prove that you have some kind of supernatural psychic power ability under test conditions, then he pays you $10,000. I mean,
man.
that's falling right in line with James Randi. I mean, Randy started out with $1,000 of his own money, and then he upped it to $10,000. So Dustin's doing really awesome, and I'm hoping to work with him again soon. There's actually a project that will be coming out soon, which we'll talk at the end of the show about, but that me and him did together. So more on that later. But do we have any questions?
Not yet. Nope.
You sure?
Everybody's talking about drinking. Where?
There is a queue right there in the middle.
Where?
Audra?
Oh, yeah. That was like
Oh, can we call ourselves dumb fucks? Well, yes. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
By all means, have at it. I don't mind.
Come on.
So, so only Kenny can call people dumb fucks. That's right.
Yeah.
So I have the sole power because it is my show. I can call people that. I can call them names. I can call them out. But I don't like to. And that's a good topic to get into until we get some questions going. I don't like just out and out calling people dummies, especially like dumb or stupid. I personally hate that. I really hate that because I've been called dumb and stupid. And
I mean, you could be a jackass, but that's not dumb and stupid.
Right. I mean, if you're ignorant of something, and that's not being used as an insult. If you're ignorant, if you don't know about a topic, then you simply don't know about a topic. You're not dumb. I was never good in school. I was horrible in school. Pretty much a class clown. But I was nerdy. Nerdy as in like I kept to myself most of the time. I was very, I wasn't outgoing at all. I was nothing like this. I would never have done anything like this in a high school.
He was just a stalker.
Yeah, whatever. It worked. He married me. But I don't like calling people outright dumb or stupid, and I try to keep that out of my vocabulary when I'm addressing anyone or thinking it. I don't even try to think about it. My philosophy is more or less people have experiences, people have opinions, and sometimes they're just not as educated as they should be on a topic. And I've come across that a lot with photography and video editing. Not that I'm an expert on it, but I do have some knowledge in it. And when I come across someone that pretends to be knowledgeable, it shows. So I'm not trying to say they're stupid. They've probably heard a few things. They've probably watched some YouTube videos and think that they know it all. And I think that comes back to what's called the Dunning-Kruger effect, where the less you know, the more confident you are in how much you know. Whereby the opposite is true, where the more you know, the more you realize how much you don't know. And I try to stay in that side of it, where I know enough to know, holy crap, there's so much more out there. So I try not to go the dumb or stupid route. I go with the maybe misinformed, or maybe they didn't know about it. Oh, but yeah, if they deserve it though, that's a whole different ballgame. If they knowingly spread misinformation, then yes, by all means, you are a fucknut, jackass. Yeah, any kind of word that comes to mind at the moment. Usually, yeah, it's jackass. Jackass is the one that like we'll be talking and I'm just looking you dead in the eye and I'm like, you're a jackass. That's it. All right. What do we got here? John Kennedy, my friend. John Kennedy. I've heard the cursor. I've had the cursor on my Ouija board. The planchette? Is that what that? I think that's what you mean.
Yeah.
On my Ouija board for over 3 months and no portal to hell. What am I doing wrong? Well, obviously you're not summoning them right.
Yeah, come on. There's a whole ritual to that, John. Megan's got some advice.
You forgot the virgin sacrifice.
Boom.
We still do that? Oh my goodness.
It
So
came
the
from Megan. So
Ouija board, Megan, that's Melissa.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
Melissa.
It's all right. She's got a big glass of wine.
Yeah, I do.
Like one of those glasses
but
that
I
are
didn't
the whole
drink that
bottle.
much yet. Look, you guys can
All right.
see it. See?
Yeah, it's a
I
whole
didn't
bottle.
drink that much.
Anyway, so Ouija boards, oh my goodness, they are. I see so much back and forth, especially on social media, where I just recently saw a post. It's from a guy that I don't know how else to say it, but one of these guys that think they are a celebrity, think they are something like big deal, and like their Facebook page is investigations with like me. It's their name, and it comes off really arrogant, but who like I'm the one to judge. I have a blog that says I am Kenny Biddle. Anyway, so different story. Anyway, so he put a picture up because the Spirit Halloween shops have started opening, which is awesome because I love that shit. But he was standing next to an aisle shelf thing and pointing at a stack of Ouija boards, and he was like, the post was something about, I have to remind you people not to play with these. This is bad. They shouldn't have these, something like that. And I kept thinking, like, I have between actual game boards, because they are a game, and decorations, as in like rugs, doormats, wall plaques, and stuff. I
Bottles.
have probably like 40 some Ouija boards in my house, just in my house. And I've done live streams like on TikTok where I've played with them. I've had them out on the coffee table and I've messed with, I'm playing it two at one time, just moving them all around, leave them there. I don't close them. I don't do any of that stuff. Doesn't work. Why? Because it's a fucking board game. That's all it is. And the whole reputation comes from belief. It really does. It stems from just belief in that something could be evil. And then that evolves because other people tell others, and then you have this tribal knowledge thing based on nothing more than a belief system rather than actual facts.
Or a movie.
And that's a good point because it was in The Exorcist, and that's really was the turning point. Before that, the game board was, I have advertisements downstairs in my little mystery museum. I have advertisements from like 1890 and 1910, 1920, and all within those years. Magazine advertisements, advertising it as a board game. Basically, one of them, and I wish I had it in front of me, but one of them actually says it's you bring out the answers from yourself. It's not spirits. None of them actually say anything about spirits or ghosts. It's all about you doing it. And it was basically a couples game, because I think on the New York Post, I think there was a cover of the New York Post where there was a guy and girl, teenage boy and girl, that were sitting in chairs, and it's a famous cover where they're actually sitting so close that their knees are touching. And that was a big deal back then. That was the what are you doing? What are you doing?
They think it's a mirror, but it's actually the window.
Oh, okay. It's a window, yeah.
And they're getting the glare.
So the behind the scenes there, people. So you had this thing where it was like, this was a way for a boy and girl to, get close and get a little alone time and stuff. So it wasn't about the spirits, but people keep making it about it. And it's just, it's kind of silly, honestly. I understand growing up with it and being told by your family and friends, like, don't touch that. And then you maybe go to paranormal conventions and see these paracelebs telling you, don't do it. It opens a doorway. And my question is always, what fucking doorway? Oh, I'm going to drop a lot of F-bombs tonight, I think. I'm feeling it. I don't know.
Ooh.
Like this stuff, I'm getting like, because I think because I'm getting tired of so much misinformation out there. And I mean, with the pandemic and dealing with that side of things, because I work in a hospital system, I deal with that misinformation shit from that side of it. So all day. And then when I guess it's building up and I'm letting it out now. So
you guys are lucky.
Sorry.
Lady's taking it out on you.
Woo! I'm not taking it out on them. I'm taking it out on the other people that probably won't ever watch this show. There we go. Donna saying move on. That was Donna speak for, all right, we got another question. It's all good. It's all good. I hope everyone agrees. And if you don't, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's our show.
So let's see, Melissa, not Megan. You will forever be famous on our show now, Melissa. Have you
That's
ever
Megan.
heard
That's Megan.
read Corey Taylor's book, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Heaven? And if God does exist, Corey Taylor is it just wait? And if God does exist, Corey Taylor, is it just saying? I don't know what that means, that last part there. I have not, I don't think I've read that. Let me see. A funny thing happened.
Corey Taylor.
I think I've heard of that.
I haven't read it.
Funny thing happened on the way.
Not yet.
Oh, wait.
I'll put it on my list.
What's it? Wow. There's a book. Oh, there's a film called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Thor's Hammer. I have to look that up later. Oh, my goodness.
Sorry,
I never
Melissa.
knew it happened. What is it? A funny thing happened on the way to heaven.
Corey
Why
Taylor.
is this is like not coming up at all? Let's see. Corey Taylor, there he is. His second book, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Heaven, compiles Taylor's most intimate, incredible, and insane moments with the supernatural. His memories are as vivid as they are vicious. Yeah, I doubt that. And I'll explain why I said that. As he recounts these stories, he questions the validity of religious belief systems and 2,000-year-old dogma. All right.
Is
So
that him right there in that book there? Because
that's it. A funny thing happened. No way to heaven. That's
but is
it.
that him? Because if that is him, he looks like he should be in jail. Looks like
it does look like a mugshot.
Doesn't it look like a mugshot?
Let me show you guys what we're talking about here.
If that's him.
Share screen. Wait, where is it? There it is. Boom. So there it is. Let me see if I can blow this up. There we go. It does look. It's a mugshot. It's definitely a mugshot. I mean, he looks funny. I mean, I'm not. I don't
know if that's him because it could just be.
It could be an actor.
Yeah, I don't know.
It could be. Oh, saying. Melissa says yes, it is him.
Oh, well then.
So
there might be a little something wrong with him, Liz.
So I think he's just having fun. Oh my goodness. It's only $5.25 by used.
Yeah, can you buy that?
I'm gonna buy this.
Read it.
All right, I'm gonna buy this. I'm not going to do it while the screen share though, because I don't know if it breaks my credit card. Yeah. I don't want you guys buying all kinds of shit for me.
Yeah. Okay,
well,
guys,
that would be fun.
So now we're going to have a book club. Everybody go read this book, and we'll have
a show about it.
Skeptical Help Bar.
Ooh,
but we're getting the one for $5.27. So don't think about buying it. Kenny already did. Add it to the basket. Add it to the basket.
Add it to the basket.
Get it off the screen.
All right. So go already on. All right. So the problem I have.
No, you're still sharing screens.
I know. It's all right. I trust everyone.
That's a good idea, though, don't you think? Like a book club?
It would be cool. But the problem I have with the description here is that when he says his memories are as vivid as they are vicious. So we've talked about this before on the show. Memory sucks. Memory is horrible. When you start trying to remember things, depending on how far back in time it is, your memories are not like picture perfect. They are not recorded like a video. They are not recorded like a audio tape or even a photograph. Our memory is built up. We pretty much, if you ever defragged your computer, that's pretty much what your memory looks like. When you store it, it stores in different places, and you rebuild that memory every time you think about it. And this is for good reading. Elizabeth Loftus.
That's what's wrong with mine. I can never remember anything. So
we have
my
a lot
whole
of problems
processing thing is messed up.
So Elizabeth Loftus is the foremost expert in the world on memory. And when you read her work, this is what the data supports, is that memory is awful. Eyewitness testimony is horrible because we fill in blanks. We fill in the gaps. We details book club. Yeah, all right. Details evolve and descriptions evolve over time with each telling, and they can be influenced by our own beliefs, by what people add to us when we have a conversation. We talk to somebody else that has a similar belief or a similar experience. We can merge those experiences together, and we borrow details from other people. So when someone says that their memories are as vivid as they are vicious, that's kind of relaying that, hey, my memory is sharp as a tack. It's like picture perfect, and they're also really horrible and vicious and stuff like that. I doubt that highly. It's not going to stop me from buying the book. I'm still going to buy it and read through it, but already I'm already going in with a bias because I already see this and I'm like, that's a problem. That's already a problem, but it's a problem that I'm aware of. I know that I'm being biased about it. So when I read this book, I'm going to keep both of those in mind when I go through it. But it's funny because it's like moments, his memories of moments with supernatural, but it's like, did he die? Because it's like a funny thing happened. It sounds like it.
The title would suggest that he had an after-death experience, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if he actually did or not.
Melissa,
okay.
Did he?
So we'll have to go. So all right, you pop in the next question, and I'm gonna.
We don't have any questions at the moment. So
there's a question.
I took care of it.
You took care of it? Oh, okay. What about Jade Kitten? Here.
Did I miss one? Oh yeah. There you go.
Stop drinking.
I'm not drinking.
All right.
It went by so fast because we were talking about stuff that it just passed right by it.
Have you seen any factual evidence regarding Bill Val? I saw a video that was like, but he worked at NASA and he has to be credible. I don't know who Bill Val. I'm batting 1,000 here. I don't know. 2 questions. I don't know who they are. That's what this is about. That's what this show is about. We can look stuff up. And Bill Val, Chief Executive Officer, leads vertically integrated North American business. I don't think that's who you're talking about. I don't think so.
Did he have a book, Jade Kitten? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. What's he about? Give me some more information so I can look it up and get into this a little bit more. All right. So, oh wow. Divine Donna struck again. Barry asked about the ghost in the machine board. Oh, okay. So the ghost. Did he? Where is he? Barry, where are you?
Hold on. I'm going up.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, here we go. Got it.
All right. So what's the scoop on the ghost in the machine sign that is behind you on your left? What do you mean? This thing?
Oh, right here? It's about time. It's been like 3 weeks.
I know.
At least 3 weeks.
Well, you know what? See, here's the thing. I started working on this. I think this was in the background of the last show too.
It's been there for 3 weeks.
For 3 weeks?
At least, maybe 4.
I wanted to give the people on Patreon a little bit of a heads up first, so they know what's going on. The select few, the special club, if you will.
Oh, the special club.
Because I really tried to establish that, like, if I can do behind the scenes stuff, they get first dibs. So, but it's been a couple weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I can talk about it because it should be coming out soon. There was a little delay, and I'll explain why. But basically, Ghost in the Machine. And you like this? I got this for $1 or $2. It's a marquee. It actually lights up when I plug it in. I love it. But so Ghost in the Machine is going to be a new video series that I'm doing for Skeptical Inquirer. So I already write, I have a column for them. And I try to do it like every 2 weeks. I write a little piece for them. But unfortunately, because I write like I talk too much. I write a lot, so my articles are pretty long, and it sometimes doesn't make it every 2 weeks. But I've been talking to them, and they offered me more work, more projects. So I'm going to be doing a video series, more like a vlog, where I'm going to take like past investigations that I've done, or new investigations that I've done, or pretty much like, you know, if I go to a conference where I can film freely, I'm going to film and do like a vlog video where I talk about who's there, the demographics, the what's going on, the experiences, what's available. If I try anything, like if I do an experience, like sit with a psychic or try some mind reading technique or, what have you, whatever I do, then I'm going to film it into a video series. And the first one is ready to publish. It's there at them, but there's been a little delay. Again, give me a minute. I'll get to that.
You have to fix your sign.
I have to fix my sign. Oh, that's because one of these, I think the T just moves when I move the sign around.
Your machine.
My machine does
ma.
So
We'll fix it.
I did fix it.
No, you didn't. That ma.
Oh,
Machine.
My
there
goodness.
You go.
There you go. Is that better? Okay. Let's see.
Hey, I'm just calling Barry out, man. Right?
Fucking Barry. No, I love Barry. I'm very happy I got to meet Barry. It's 2 weeks now. 2 weeks ago. It wasn't last weekend.
No, 2 weeks. Yeah,
2 weeks ago at the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, Barry came out and I was able to meet him, and not only meet him, but we got to spend some time, hang out, and have some good conversations. So it was really, really cool meeting him and just talking. I really enjoyed it. So good. Cheers, Barry.
Cheers, Barry.
So there was a delay in the video coming out because one of the members of our Skeptical Inquirer / CFI community, Tom Flynn, passed away a week ago, I think. Yeah, a week ago. Very, very, very awesome guy. And I didn't get to know him too well. I've met him a few times and we've interacted a lot on social media, and we got to meet him not too long ago, well, at the conferences, SciCon, and when we went up and spent a couple days up at the CFI offices up in New York. But we got to meet him, hang out with him, and he was really, really awesome guy. He was the kind of he retired, but it was semi-retirement. He still loved to work, and he was really cool. But unfortunately, he passed away last week, and everybody took a step back because it really hit everyone hard. And so hopefully within the next couple of weeks, the first video will be up, and it dives into the Cabbage Patch doll that was allegedly haunted. And I mentioned a little bit about it. I think I had it in the background for 1 or 2 shows. And that's where Dustin Dean, the mentalist, will come in, because I interviewed him because we actually worked together on some of it. We did it separately, but then came together and worked on, we shared ideas, and you'll see part of that interview in that video. So that's what this is about. And I'm hoping it keeps going. I mean, I have plans for it to keep going. It's just, I got to schedule in time. Holy crap.
We'll get it.
So
we'll get it
there you go. Hopefully that answered your question. Oh, reason, Bill Vale, he is on Paranormal Witness. But I am unsure if he even exists. And the video. Oh, is this the guy? Paranormal Witness. Wait, he was on Paranormal Witness. Oh, I don't know. That's the one douchebag was on. Yeah. He who shall not be named. I don't watch that show because Paranormal Witness is just so bad. It's so bad. I mean, when you rank some of the ghost hunting shows, Paranormal Witness is just like, hey, we'll pay you a couple dollars and you can come on TV. You just tell us whatever the hell you want to tell us.
Yeah.
And we'll just film it.
it.
And they accept some just bullshit stories. So I'm sorry, Jade Kitten. I don't watch that, so I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about. I will look it up. I'm going to write it down, and I'm going to get back to you on that, because it's interesting. Because when people start using credentials, and I don't know how much we've talked about it. I know we talked about it with the Bob Larson show with we had oh my God, Melanie on. I'm having a brain fart. When we had Melanie on, we did the 3-hour show. I think the second 3-hour show that we did on Bob Larson. His credentials were like way out there, and Melanie did an awesome job just busting those. And what's even better is that I was able to verify all the information Melanie had. But when people start using credentials like this, like big time credentials, I worked at NASA. Maybe he did. I don't know. But when they start using these big name credentials and making or in association with claims, like big claims, you start to second guess it, and you really have to get into it. So I wrote it down. Bill, Mel, and
Paranormal Witness.
Let's see, Paranormal Witness. Awful show.
We are not doing a book review on that.
If I have to watch that damn show, I'm gonna be so pissed off, and I'm gonna send you emails because I know your email address now. I'm gonna send you emails and be like, "You making me watch this show? I hate this show. This is awful." Oh my goodness! What? Oh my God, John! What are your thoughts on the many worlds theory of quantum mechanics? All right. Well, wait, no, I'll go back to that. John and I had a conversation last week about the 21 grams theory. What are your thoughts on it and having it recreated with today's? Oh my God.
Do you know that?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, sorry guys,
All
but
right.
Kenny is not up to date.
21 grams. No, I mean, this is great.
Theory.
This is
we can look it up if you want to.
I'm going to look it up right now.
Okay. Let's
21
talk about this.
Grams
theory.
What is this? Oh, Wikipedia. Dave will love that. Let's see. The 20. Dave hates Wikipedia. Let's see. The 21 grams experiment refers to a scientific study published in 1907 by Duncan McDougall, a physician from Massachusetts. He hypothesized that souls have physical weight and attempted. Oh, wait. I think I do know something about this. And attempted to measure the mass lost by humans. By a human when the soul departed the body.
We did do research.
McDougall attempted to measure the mass change of 6. Ow! Oh,
yeah.
Fuck yeah, I know this. Hold on. We're gonna have a book. We need a book. Hold on. There we go.
I know we talked about this. Well, not maybe on the show, but you and me did.
Boom. So this book covers that testing. That Mary Roach. If you haven't read this book, I highly suggest you grab a copy.
Okay, second on the book to read list.
Yes.
We're gonna have to start a list.
But definitely, I know I recommended this before. I have a different cover. This is the hardback cover, but like I buy it anytime I see it. Like at a flea market or something, I buy it because this is awesome freaking book.
Yeah, we give it away.
Mary Roach did a great job, and she went into that a little bit. Now the problem with that, let's see, where you. All right, you had a question. What are your thoughts on it and having it recreated today? So the problem with it, there's ethical concerns with this, because you're talking about dying patients and you have to get permission to do this. But that's beyond my pay grade. But with this specific study, it was first you had a low participant count, 6 people. That's it. And from my understanding, and it's been a while since I read this. But I believe only 2 were valid. I think there were problems. There was a problem with the measuring device because it was not accurate for each case. And then they did not account for the expulsion of gases and or other fluids, liquids, and how it soaked into the machine when the person expired. There were other problems with it. I think there was, oh man. So I don't have, wait, now I have to find, I'm going to keep talking because I do have another copy of this book where I wrote notes.
Yeah, John won a copy from us.
Oh, okay. So, oh, wait, there it is. Because I have so much shit all over the place. So that's the other cover that I'm used to. But this was, I think I wrote notes in it.
John says that the 21 gram dude killed 15 dogs as a control group.
Wow, what a dick.
Right?
Like that's not cool. You don't do that. But as far as I remember, there were problems with the test. There was problems with the methodology on its own and the equipment that he used. So out of the 6, I really think there was only 2 that they could actually count as valid data. And even that was questionable. So I think there was a big problem with it. Recreating it today, Oh, you know what? I think because the scale was not sensitive enough, it didn't go down to the weight measurement that they actually needed.
Yeah, but wouldn't every person? I mean, there would have to be so many different variables with like different weight, different body fluids. Like, I don't even think that you'd be able to.
So yeah, I mean,
do that correctly.
I don't know how
Like,
to weigh a soul.
There would be a lot of percentages. Like, what if a lady died and she's 150 pounds, and then you got a 250-pound guy? Like, he's probably gonna expel a lot more fluids than a smaller woman.
Well, that would be one of the controls you would have to incorporate in collection, and that's where I don't know. I'm not an ethics board, so I don't take anything I'm saying as like
ethical. Yeah, we're just going
as fact, because I'm just speculating here. But you would have to be able to have some kind of collection device built into the measuring table, because you would have to have the patient on the table at the time they expire, and you would have to be able to collect those fluids and or solids and separate them from the overall mass. But the thing is, no, if you go back, if you think about it, like those fluids and anything else that is expelled from the body are already in the body, so therefore it would already be incorporated in the weight of the patient.
Right, but I mean, percentage wise, a woman at 150 is going to have less fluid in her body than one at 250.
If you expel the fluid, that fluid is still on the scale. So we're talking about a scale that measured the entire bed.
Okay.
So the patient is on the bed. They're weighing the bed itself.
Okay.
Okay. So the patient's on there, so they have a baseline. So if they expel fluids, because that's what you do when you die. I know it's disgusting, but that's what happens. It's still on the bed. It's still on the same thing. Okay. So it shouldn't matter.
So they're saying there was a change in the weight of the.
There was a change, but it wasn't consistent.
Okay.
As far as I know, it wasn't consistent. Well, so again, it's been a while since I've read it. This has been a couple years since I read that study, or read about that study. But I do think there were issues with the test itself. And like you got me really thinking now, and I really want to find it, because I thought I wrote in notes, but apparently I didn't, because it's not in here. So it's chapter 3.
Maybe it's the hardback version.
No, because I got that later.
Oh. Maybe John Kennedy has the book with all the notes.
Damn it, John! If you have my note one, if you have the one with all the notes, I'm gonna be pissed.
I know,
because that's no. I usually check before I send something out. So I'm just trying to see if real quick if any of the numbers like stand out, but it doesn't look like it is. But there were different weights, different temperatures also.
No,
yeah, McDougall was neither a madman nor a visionary. What he was, I'm guessing, was a henpecked little man in need of attention. That's what she wrote in here. That was one of her reviews of him. So yeah, I mean, if you haven't read it before, I would pick up a copy of this and read it, because chapter 3 is about that study itself, an in-depth look at it, and she definitely is qualified to give a review of that study. So I'm sorry I can't give you more, because I'd have to read up on it, but now I'm going to, because I'm going to reread the chapter and then I will get back to you. So that was between John and who? And Melissa? John, Melissa.
Megan.
Megan.
I did that on purpose.
Melissa will forever be known as Megan.
It was
all
Melissa,
right.
Yeah.
Do we have any other questions? Okay, good.
It was Melissa. No.
All right, and I will get back to you, Melissa.
We do have another question, totally off topic.
That's all right.
It's kind of good.
All right, what do we got? So, Kenny, what is the worst paranormal program series that you know of? You may include other program series that are televised other than the channel.
Well, we all know what first is on that list, right?
Oh, man.
Come on, we can all.
It's It's so hard. It's so because the worst. I can't really say what's the worst because the majority of them are shit. Really, I mean they. I'm a science guy. That I love science. I love trying to find I love following the methodology that produces results. Um, and in doing, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. I love following methodology that produces valid and repeatable results. That's a much better description because these TV shows, the reality shows that are like ghost hunting or investigating, they are not employing any kind of science whatsoever. None. It's just that's you can't say anymore. It just does not imply or employ science. It employs anomaly hunting. That's what it's doing. It's looking for anything that's out of the ordinary and does not try to explain it. When they try to explain it or when they attempt to, it's a piss poor attempt at explaining it because they want you to think maybe it could be, it's possibly paranormal because they want the ratings. If they don't have the ratings, they don't have a TV show, which is probably why I'm not on TV because I would be boring as fuck.
I don't think you would be boring.
I would. Well,
Oh,
I mean, if they let me drink, then I would be like, nope, not a ghost. Nope. But then there's other shows like Paranormal Caught on Tape or Caught on Camera. That show is an absolute piece of crap because it's a recycled show. Because every single video that you see on that show, you can see on YouTube for free. You don't have to watch it on Discovery Plus. You don't have to watch it on network television. You can find it on YouTube. And they present it after they play the video like 17 times because they have to fill an hour instead of like the 10 minutes that it would take to actually do the show. They have to give you that like conspiracy theory kind of thing where it's like, oh, well, maybe it could be. We don't know what it is. And then they have the guest paracelebs, the B-list celebrities that are on that show because they're the
or
B-list.
C or D.
C or D.
Some of them don't have,
Some of them have fake parapsychology degrees. That lend some kind of expertise that are not. And I struggle because it's like, do I say the worst TV show are the ones that have investigators that don't investigate? Or is it the ones where they have shitty YouTube videos and experts that aren't experts commenting on them? I don't know. I don't know how to answer your question. Barry, I'm trying to think. But if I had to pick one,
yeah, come on, one, Kenny. Who would it be?
Who would it be?
I think
if
we
I had
all
to pick
know.
one, you want me to say Ghost Adventures with my buddy Zach.
What was the one that what was the show? I don't even want to say his name.
That's
so-and-so was on.
He Who Should Not Be Named.
Yeah, your mutual friend.
The Three Tortured Souls.
Mutual friend.
The inspiration for Three Tortured Souls.
That show was a little out there.
Paranormal Witness was one of them. There was also Paranormal Night Shift.
Night Shift, that was it.
That was horrible. That was just a recreation of somebody's fairy tale. That it was.
And it was people that were on the night shift, like they're already half tired and falling asleep, and
yeah.
Come on.
I don't know, Bear. Can I call you Bear? I'm gonna call you Bear. So I don't know what the worst is. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking, Bear.
Give you a clue. The CP.
That's what I thought he'd say right off the bat. But you know what? I don't think of all the shows, if you had to pick one that was really, really bad, there's so many worse than his.
There's so many worse than his. I mean, people find his entertaining, and that's what I get. I pretty much put his in the category of slapstick comedy. Not reality. That's it. It's slapstick comedy. It's a bunch of guys.
He wore the mask before we needed to wear masks.
Yeah. It's acting tough when you don't have to. It's what a douchebag.
All right, we're gonna move on to another question.
Moving on.
It's Audra.
Audra, what's up? I was speaking with someone the other day who said science finds proof of ghosts and magic inconclusive. I said science finds them fake. Thoughts? I was speaking with someone the other day who said science finds proof of ghosts. So I'm wondering if they're just looking at the often shared like alt science websites that say, "Oh, scientists prove that there are spirits from other worlds," or "Science proves that there's life after death," when there isn't. There's a lot of and we see them often. It's like um, one of the thumbnails that comes with these articles is like the person laying on like a slab, and you see like the spirit form kind of sitting up, and that's like a popular one. The other one is the wire grid of the person's head, and it looks like space all around them and bullshit. But basically, when you read those articles, because I've clicked on it and it's clickbait. That's what it is. It's clickbait. You click on the article, you read through the article, and they don't cite any sources. They don't cite any actual scientists. And sometimes they do. And when they do, you have to actually follow the trail again without any references because they don't cite the sources. You follow the references or the scientist's name, you follow it back to their original statements and find out that there's a lot missing from their statement. There's a lot missing from that quote, and this is a lot of like conspiracy theory sites or alt science or pseudoscience websites do this. They take a quote out of context, they forget or ignore part of the quote, and then just put the part in that kind of supports their
what
idea.
they're trying to say.
Yeah, what they're trying to say.
And they do that a lot.
I've seen the one where it says "Science finds proofs of ghosts." I've seen that title so many times, and I've clicked on it and looked and tried to find some kind of good information, and it's not. It really turns into a tabloid kind of article. Magic inconclusive. I don't know what that means, because as far as I'm concerned, magic is the kind that magicians use. Magic isn't real. It's fantasy. It's deception, it's misdirection, it's lawful deception. That's how I categorize that, because magic, most magicians are doing it for entertainment. They know it, and some of them, many of them, are honest and they tell you up front, "I am fooling you. I'm lying to you for entertainment," but they're being honest about it. Whereas other people that claim to do miraculous things, they try to make it look like magic, and they charge a lot of money for it, but they don't tell you that it's a trick. Those people, I think, are unethical and scum. But still a good answer getting on the show. Thank you, Barry. It's so difficult because there's so many out there. I mean, if I had to pick my favorite, go the other direction, I would say the first season of Ghost Brothers.
Yeah,
my favorite.
Definitely.
Love that. When we went to visit our friend Melanie when she was living in Tennessee, we she turned it on the first episode, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is funny!" And we binged the whole first season that night. It was great. It was great. And then I would say the second favorite ghost hunting show, and I'm going to say show. I'm not going to say reality show, but show was Ghost Watch. And if you were lucky enough to, because Three Tortured Souls, the podcast I do on Saturday nights, we had a private showing of that movie, which is banned in the UK. Like it showed once live, but was banned from ever playing again. It hasn't been played again. But I was able to find a DVD copy, and we had a private showing, and that was an excellent show. Mm-hmm. It was an excellent movie for the time, because I think it was like the 80s. It was the 80s, and it was like well ahead of its time, and just amazing what they did with it. And knowing that parts were live and parts weren't live, most of it wasn't live, but it was broadcast live. But the whole aftermath of it kind of fell apart, but it was really good. All right. Whew, that was good. Carol Love, when did you start debunking? At least 9 years, right? So let's see. I think it's been more than that now. So let's
We
see.
started in 97.
We started in 97 as ghost hunters.
It's been almost 24 years.
And then I think it was like,
it's more than
well,
that.
no, maybe 2007.
That's
think
10 years. So
2007 was when
years.
when we published Orbs of Dust, the book.
So maybe she's probably about right. Like
so
10
it's
years.
about that. It's about that. Because I started getting into photography more, and I think around like 2006. So I started getting into that more, realizing all these pictures we were getting were not ghosts, not paranormal, not anything like that. Excuse me, I had to burp. I was trying to keep it quiet. And then it developed from there. I actually I found all the skeptical literature. I found stuff from Ben Radford, Joe Nickel. I found stuff from Sharon Hill, and was able to build upon that and really learn a lot more about better investigative methods, like really getting into the details. So yeah, maybe about that. Yeah. So like 2007. So, well, 2017. No. So, no, it's been like 15 years.
That's what I said
Yeah,
originally.
15 years.
We've been married 24.
Oh my
So,
God, we've been married a long time.
but that's when we start ghost hunting.
Yeah. So more or less about 15 years.
I would say 14.
And I want to. Oh wait. Go back to the other question. Debunking is I try to clarify this. Debunking is usually the result of an investigation. I don't actually go in purposely trying to debunk a claim. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. A little part of me just hopes it really is a ghost or it really is a demon, like especially a demon, because I think they'd be cool to hang out with. But I really want to find something really cool, really like beyond what we know about science, beyond the normal, the paranormal.
The supernatural show would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like if shit like
I
that
would
really
totally
happened,
hang out with Sam and Dean.
Me too.
Like any day of the week. Especially in the Scooby Natural episode. That was fucking awesome. I love it. But I mean, debunking that has a stigma with it, just like skeptic does. But I own it, because if you debunk something, the definition of debunking is taking the falseness out of something. So if I am able to explain a photograph, if I'm able to explain a video or an experience by recreation and good investigative methods and recreating shit, then yes, it's debunking. It's the result of my investigation. It's not my purpose though. So I just want to clarify that. I'm not trying to rag on you or anything like that. I'm just trying to clarify that because people just too many people point at me and go, "You're just a debunker," and that's bullshit. I actually investigate shit.
Yeah, right.
I actually investigate things.
Right.
It's
an investigation.
Whatever. It's an investigation. Maybe if those same people that point their fingers at me fucking stopped and took a lesson, they'd figure out what to do.
All right, sweetie.
Wow. That
Moving
got me
on.
burned up.
Thanks, Carol. Let's see if this question continues the burn up.
All right. How many other people's podcasts have you been on?
Too many, Carol.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's I usually do not refuse. I don't think I've refused once.
Right.
But anyone that asks me to come on, if they honestly want to talk about investigative methods, skepticism, like my perspective on skepticism and how I approach claims, I'm all for it. I have no like criteria that you have to meet before I'm going to say yes. I will do it because it's fun. I love talking to new people. I always enjoy meeting new people and talking and picking their brains while they try to pick my brain. But I use my magneto shield and I block them from picking my brain.
The aluminum foil hat.
I still have that.
No, you don't.
Well,
You still?
Everybody's looking at my
Oh,
eyes now.
yeah,
There
baby.
we go.
See, you kept my hat.
Now you can't read my mind.
Bitches.
There you go. People are going to join this and be like, what the fuck? What am I in? Oh, that's so hot. Wow. It's like immediate.
You said that last
sweating.
time. So, guys, if you ever need to warm up, put an aluminum foil hat on your head.
Yeah. It's amazing. So there was one podcast I refused to do, and that is because they they promoted really bad information, and they did it repeatedly. So when they asked if I would come on, I said no, because I really got the feeling that they were going to spin it in a different way or try to back me into a corner, which I'm not afraid of. I mean, I'll sit with anyone and talk, but I think I got the impression that they had an agenda, and I wasn't going to buy into that. I wasn't going to, give them the satisfaction of trying to be like, oh, we've totally fucked over a skeptic.
Right. And I mean, Carol, honestly, sometimes he does 4 and 5 a week. So that would be a hard number to even estimate.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. It really is fun. I love it.
I tell him he needs to start charging.
No.
Because it takes away the time, baby. It's I think we should do a break soon.
You want to do it? Oh, yeah. You can do a commercial break.
Let's do a commercial break, and then we'll get back to everybody.
All right. So I'm going to play my commercial. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go away. Just go pee and then come back.
Because my glass is empty. This is why I'm doing
pretty good. So
my glass.
You can fill up.
Empty.
I'll go pee. Everyone else go pee, and we'll meet back here in 2 minutes and 22 seconds from now. Hey everyone, this is my store based on the theme of science and skepticism. It's here that you can find all kinds of shirts and hoodies, yoga pants, tote bags, the fanny packs I know you guys love, masks and pillows, all with science and skepticism as the theme. I even have hoodies for your pets. That's right, your dog or cat can wear one of these things. I also have a general store that sells more inspirational quotes or, drinking stuff, because I like that kind of thing. I also have a store set up for our 3 Tortured Souls podcast, which we do Saturday nights. You can find shirts and Tim Vicker's favorite drinking vessel, the mug. I also have a store tailored a little bit more towards my ghost hunting friends, Paranormal by I Am Kenny Biddle. These are shirts and quotes that are a little bit more on the ghost hunting side, especially this one, Translucent Perished Beings. Ghost. That's my favorite. So if you're interested, head on over to teespring.com/stores/scientific skepticism by IAKB and check it out. Thanks.
Are you tortured by what you see and hear about the paranormal field? Join us as we critically examine and question paranormal claims, science, ghosts, demons, cryptids, UFOs, ghost hunting technology, and much more are all on the table for discussion. 3 Tortured Souls is a video podcast that streams live on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern and 5 Pacific. 3 Tortured Souls.
Did y'all make it back?
Did you make it back? Are you here in time? Do you need another minute?
I'll give you not a minute.
Not a minute.
I'll give you a few seconds.
You get 10 seconds. Get back here now.
Because I'm breathing heavy because I just ran. Damn, baby.
All right. All right.
What
do we got? Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. Where are we in the hunt of Bigfoot? Exactly where we were 20 years ago.
Still waiting, John.
Still waiting. There is still as much evidence today of Bigfoot that there was 20 years and 30 years and all the way back to the Patterson-Gimlin film. There is just no new information. There's no hair samples. There's no fluids. We have footprints galore, but I don't know how many of them are fake. I have one. I have a casting downstairs in my museum. It's not an original. It is a copy made from a mold that was made from the Patterson-Gimlin, the Bluff Creek Bigfoot print. So I have that, but I mean, there's nothing. There's just nothing. It's sad that this creature, this mythical creature, has been
Yeah.
part of our pop culture
For
for so long.
and
I mean,
nobody's
we're
found a
talking.
dead one.
What is this? Wait, Patterson Gimlin was. Let's
Wasn't
see.
it like the 50s?
Patterson
60s.
Gimlin film 1967.
60s. Okay.
So since 1967, there has been no new good information.
Yeah,
We've had
get our
blurry videos,
footprints.
bad photography,
Yeah.
very very wild and crazy anecdotal evidence, and that's it. I've had the opportunity, and so has Donna. We've been out on Bigfoot hunts. We've gone out in the woods with Bigfoot hunters,
Mm-hmm.
and the methods they use are just useless.
They're hard. It's
It
hard
really
to use
is.
what methods they have and get some kind of concrete evidence. Until you find a body, we're not going to go there. Sorry,
I
John.
mean, yeah. I mean, it's just not. Yeah, you definitely need a body, or at least part of a body. I mean, and this gets into another debate. I mean, when we're looking for like bones or skeletal remains, and you can talk about other wild animals that you don't usually find full skeletons because once they die, nature takes over and other creatures come in and use it for food or what have you. The death process, which we've talked about last week.
Yeah, we're not doing that again.
It takes over. So you might not find a full skeleton, but we're talking about a from approximates 600, 700, 800-pound creature that's 7, 8, 9 feet tall.
Right.
You know, that should have some kind of breeding population. And if you want to get into that more, there's a 3 Tortured Souls episode where we talk about Bigfoot and the breeding population and the numbers that you need for a
population to survive.
A breeding population that does not damage the oh crap.
I mean, we have more bones of dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good one, Donna. Yeah, I mean, we have evidence. We have the fossil remains of dinosaurs,
but
yet
none
we can't
no
find
Bigfoot.
This huge creature or the breeding population of this huge creature anywhere. So my final answer for you, John, is that we are exactly where we were in 1967.
Yeah.
We haven't gone any further.
That was like a.
But that was good. I mean, I'm still, and anyone that's listening, I'm still willing to go out. I still love to go out, and not like I'm the final word, but I still would go out with Bigfoot hunters to see what's going on. I love it. I love hanging out because our friend Eric Altman is he's big into this. This is what he does.
Yeah. If you have any if you have any further questions, he would be the one to contact.
We've had him on
Eric Altman
a while ago. Maybe we should bring him back on.
Yeah, see if there's
anything
new out there.
But all right.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you about like unless you actually run into one and you get good video evidence, you know, the tapping on trees and shit.
The tree knocks and then the Bigfoot mating calls.
Wow, that's crap.
That's so funny. I mean, I don't know if any of you had the experience. If you ever had the chance to go out on a Bigfoot hunt with
a team, go and you experience it, and then come back and
just watch
and come back and tell us what you think.
And it's just it's
we don't want to ruin it for you.
It's incredible. I'll ruin it.
I don't want to ruin it for you.
All right,
I mean,
what do we?
You need to. Let's move on.
What else? There was a question right after that.
Yeah, Bob. Here we go.
Bob's got a big ass question. All right, let's assume that ghosts are real. Okay. What physical limitations would we expect of them? Could they escape Earth's gravity? Could the molecules that make them up survive in the vacuum of space? How about Earth? Could they travel to the planet's core? Set in your past Gungan accident. Oh, best Gungan. Oh, Misa Gun. No, I'm not doing that. Fuck him. I hate that. Oh my God. Worst character in Star Wars. Anyway.
I would think that if ghosts exist, they could go anywhere they want, at any time they want, wherever they want, through anything they want, because they're
This is the Skeptical Health Bar with Donna.
divine. Donna, get right.
All right, so we're having a thought experiment here. We're gonna try and say we're gonna assume the ghosts are real. What limitations would there be? So, based on pop culture, that the physical limitations would basically be whatever they want. That's how I see it. And I think I did. What did I do? Oh, I did an article for Adventures in Poor Taste when I compared movie ghosts to so-called real ghosts. I actually explored this because it seems like whatever the storyteller needs to happen, that's what they attribute to ghosts. So ghosts can walk through walls, but they don't fall through floors. They wear clothes, even though clothes aren't alive or dead. They are just there. They can pick up objects, but objects can go through them. They don't get affected by fire or flooding or anything like that. Gravity, they stay on the floor, on the ground. They can go down steps, but apparently they can float too. So gravity really doesn't have control over them. So it's basically whatever the narrator wants to happen.
Hence my story in the very
Hence
beginning.
your story.
Huh.
So yes, they can do pretty much whatever they want. And I agree with you. I mean, if you're talking about an ethereal, because that's like Victorian, ethereal or Shakespearean, I want to say,
Yeah.
ethereal being that is not affected by gravity or physical objects, then therefore no ghost would ever exist on the planet. That's just, it can't, because not only the rotation of the Earth, but the orbit of the Earth would send them immediately out to space. If not through the planet, they would go through this out into space and they would be floating forever. Unless they had some kind of powered flight where they could propel themselves. So, I mean, you can see, like, just from that simple 1 minute description, the idea of ghosts just seems implausible. It seems silly.
Read his follow-up.
Follow-up question. No, Bob. No. All right. It's Bob.
It's not going off the screen,
Follow-up
Bob. Don't read it.
I don't have control. Follow-up question on the physical limitations. Can they travel faster than light so that they could literally travel to another solar system in just minutes? Wow. Now you're like combining Star Trek with paranormal. I don't know. I don't know. Where are you getting this shit from, Bob? Are you drunk?
No, he's the only one not drinking
Oh my
tonight.
God. I don't know where
Unless
you
he
would get
caught
this
up.
question from, because I have no idea.
I think
I
he's
mean, if
just
they could
helping
travel
us
fast,
out with a question.
if they could travel faster than light, first of all, we wouldn't know how fast they could travel. I think I did the calculations. I was doing the calculations the other night, and this might be interesting to some of you space nerds out there. So let's see. Closest. No, that says closet. Closest habitable.
Habitable.
Wow. Come on. Oh, now my mouse isn't working. There we go. So Proxima B is the closest allegedly habitable planet, but recent reports say that it's getting bombarded by solar flares. So I don't want to live there. So that is just 4 light years away. So at current technology, let's see how long to get to the closest. All right, so let's see. Traveling Voyager. So if we could travel at the speed of light, it would take us 4.22 years. So just over like 4.25 years to get to the nearest habitable planet. If we could travel at the speed of light, but we can't. So I believe it's more like 17 1,000 years to get there. So if we're talking about ghosts that can travel faster than the speed of light, how fast could they? Because
Okay,
even if they
so-
travel twice the speed of light, it would still take them
All right.
2 years to get to the next planet.
Can I do some input?
I think so.
I think
You
that,
are already.
I think that it doesn't have to do with the kind of travel that we know of. I think ghosts are more like, let me jump in my time machine and go wherever I want right now.
Ghosts have time machines?
Well, I'm saying like.
Now
time
you're bringing
machines.
Doctor Who into the
No,
equation.
I'm saying like I think that wherever the ghosts come from, they can say, oh, I'm going to go visit so-and-so 1911. And then they go visit them. Yeah, it was all right. I'm going to go visit somebody in 1954. Like, I don't think that they travel.
I'm gonna put you on.
Why?
Because you're talking.
No,
There she is.
I'm here. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't, if you're talking ghost travel, I would think that it's almost like a blink of an eye. Like, hey, I'm going to go
Look
check
into the
this
camera.
out. Oh, what was I looking at? Well, I'm not used
There
to
you
this
go. Look
crap.
at the
I'm not used to
camera.
it. So, yeah, I would think it would be like
Ghost math.
ghost meth? What?
Ghost math.
Math. Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, so if I'm a spirit, I think I should be able to go wherever I want, whenever I want. I don't think I would need to be in a certain time, or I might even be able to be in 2 places at once.
Oh my God, duality.
Wouldn't that
Now
be
you're
cool?
you're now see this is
Wouldn't
actually
it be
this
awesome?
is great. This is actually a great example because it's showing how these supernatural powers are associated with the spirit world without evidence. Because now we're talking, not only are we talking, can ghosts stay on the planet that's moving, that's rotating and orbiting the sun, and also spiraling through the
a spirit is
galaxy.
not a human.
Right. It's a non-corporeal, non-physical entity. No physical properties. So therefore, gravity should not affect it. So it wouldn't stay on the planet. It'd be out in space. But now we're adding faster than the speed of light travel. We're adding time travel to it. And this, if any ghost hunter comes to me later on and goes, oh, I heard that ghosts can travel through time, I'm going to punch you in the neck and I'm coming after Bob.
Yeah, Bob. So I honestly think that if I was a spirit, that I would be able to go wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted. Like, say there's a seance, okay? So you guys are at Fort Mifflin doing your little seance thing, and you're saying, hey, World War II guy, when you died here, come talk to me. Well, how am I going to get to 19 whatever to answer that? To answer
but you
that.
Can't do that now. And you're only speculating that you have these superpowers now.
This is a speculation question. When I'm a spirit, I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want, Bob. And it's true. And I can't wait to come back and haunt your ass because I'm dying before you. And that's just the end of that. Okay.
Well, it won't bother me because I don't believe in ghosts.
Yeah. What the hell have you done, Bob? What the hell have you done?
Yeah, Bob. Your fault, Bob. Jesus.
Dude,
Any other questions?
We're coming to your house tomorrow.
Someone else save us with a question.
Yes, there's more questions.
Okay.
I just have to go find them.
Bob.
Hold on.
Bob, I know where you live.
Yeah.
I'm coming tomorrow.
We're coming for you.
You better have burgers ready and rum.
Cheeseburgers.
When are we learning about your elusive beard? Never. Next question.
Okay. Moving on.
Oh.
There you go. Next question.
I love. So I'm not laughing at Carol. I'm laughing at the people keep asking about the beard. It's so funny.
Wow, you did. It was
my God.
a few months
Secret
ago.
project. So... And if the secret project never comes out, then you'll never know. It's just the way it is. I'm sworn to secrecy, and when I commit to a project, I'm loyal to it.
Sometimes it takes a little while.
Sometimes, it takes a while.
Project to evolve.
Sometimes the project doesn't fully develop the way we expected it. Therefore,
It's not as quick as we
and
thought it would happen.
to keep the opportunity to do it again open, I can't reveal why I did it in the first place. So unfortunately, you're probably never going to get an answer to that question. But you can keep asking. That's okay. Carol says, what signal are you and Divine Donna going to use to contact each other from the beyond? Well, I can imagine that after Donna
when
passes
I
on
die
to the great
Kenny?
beyond,
Oh,
I'm going to be
yeah.
watching a movie that we have watched for 1,000 times, and I'm going to hear her voice in my ear going, what happens next? And I'll be like, I'm going to turn, just reflex, and be like, we watched this fucking movie like 1,000. Oh, wait, there is no Dawn. Where is she?
That's because
That
I
was a
say it
ghost.
every time we watch a movie.
We can watch a movie tonight. Tomorrow,
Yes.
she'll be like,
Maybe
"Did we
not
watch
tomorrow,
this?
but Monday. Definitely give me 24 hours.
Did
And
we
I'll be
watch
like,
this movie? I don't
or
know.
like 15 minutes are left in the movie, and I'll be like,
oh,
this
this is
before.
where this guy kills that guy at the end. And I'll be
remember.
like, what the fuck?
But I can watch the whole movie like I've never seen him before. It is kind of great though, because I can watch things over and over again and
Oh my
experience
God.
them for the first
So
time.
that,
There are
that,
advantages.
that is
people.
something
There
that
are
we're going to work
advantages.
on. I mean, because I want to, because Houdini had it with Beth, his wife.
Yeah,
It's a very good trick.
I'm telling you right now what I would do.
No, you can't, because they can't know.
No, they can know, but
No,
you can't
they can't know. We'll save it for our Patreons.
Okay, that's a good one. All right.
We'll
All
let
right,
them know.
guys.
So there you
Patreon
go.
on, babies. I got a good one too. So you guys really want to know what I'll do? Like, come on. It's a
Oh,
really
my
good
goodness.
one. You guys will love it.
Scientific notation is better. Yes.
What are you reading?
All right, I'm just reading.
On?
I'm reading comments.
Oh,
Patreons. Yes.
You want
John
another
Kennedy.
question?
Yeah, if you got one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. Hold
We'll-
on.
we'll get
I
one.
just got to go back up.
I do have
It's been a while.
I'm going to do a contest tonight too.
We are?
I'm going to do a
You didn't
giveaway.
tell me.
Only if you're in the United States though, because
Yeah.
I can't afford to
It
send
costs
overseas.
too much to
It's
send
so
it.
expensive, and I am on a budget.
Plus, you'll never get it.
Oh, you might
Probably.
get it. People will get it
Maybe.
because these guys will cheat. They'll go not cheat, but they're good researchers.
Yeah.
But I have a contest that has to do with this book that's sitting here.
Which one?
Here's a teaser.
Oh.
Ben Radford, Scientific Paranormal Investigation. I have a copy that he I actually won in a contest from him, but I already have it, and mine's written up, like I have notes all over it.
Yeah, he
but
won't be able to send
it is an autographed copy from Ben Radford himself, and I'm going to be doing a trivia contest tonight. And if you win and you live in the United States, you will I'll send it to you. So there. John Kennedy says, what would happen to Ghost if the sun blew up tomorrow? Nothing, because it doesn't affect them.
No, we can go anywhere we
Ghost.
want, John. Duh.
Ghosts don't exist, John.
Yes, we do.
They don't
But
exist.
We're already
Nothing's
dead,
gonna
so we're
happen.
not gonna blow up.
Nothing is going to happen.
Y'all gonna just join us and be all dead together.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
All right.
We shall see.
That was a quick question, because if the sun blew up tomorrow, I mean, I'll be pissed because I got shit to do. You know,
Yeah.
I've been working on a lot of stuff. I have a couple deadlines coming up, and I've been working my ass off. So if the sun blew up tomorrow, I'd be really upset because I put a lot of time in some of this stuff.
He would. What?
Dumb fuck question. Wow.
Bob, you're up, baby.
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna post that because that's just awesome. I'm gonna take a picture of that. There we go. Let's see. If ghosts existed, why haven't we seen the ghost of the alien? That alien. Is that an eye?
Yeah.
Is
Oh my gosh. Kenny needs his specs. Yes, it's an eye.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, I need my old man glasses. These are like 1950s kind of glasses.
I like them.
I like them too. They make me look sexy.
Hot.
So
Sorry, guys. I
seeing
forgot I'm
the
on
ghost-
camera. Would you take me off?
I can take you off. Here we
No,
go.
you.
You want to get back on? No, you stay off.
It doesn't matter. I'm
All right,
okay as
stop
long as I
bitching
know I'm on.
Stop complaining. You know, on
I'm
it's
not
right in front of
complaining.
you. You can see it on the
I'm
screen.
trying to read the
All right.
questions. You want questions? I'm trying to read
If
'em.
ghosts existed, why haven't we seen the ghost of aliens that crashed in Roswell? Oh, that's pretty simple because the aliens didn't crash in Roswell. That was indeed a weather experiment that crashed in there. The debris that we know of points exactly to the experiments that they were doing. They were high altitude balloons. Excuse, I had the burp again. Wait, oh, there's another one.
You're welcome, guys. I'm taking it for you.
So, so yeah, the debris that was recovered is consistent with the high altitude weather experimental balloons that they were doing at the time. There's documentation on it. I believe Joe Nickel did an excellent write-up on this. So if you want to do a search of the Skeptical Inquirer archives, you can find it. So definitely, yeah, that's why you're not seeing ghosts of the aliens, because there were no aliens that crashed there, and ghosts aren't real. So there you go. These are simple questions. I love this. It's much better. We started out, and I was like, I didn't know shit that they were talking about. But I have a lot. I do have stuff to look up. So I'm going to review the 21 grams experiment. I'm going to look up Bill Valley. We're going to order that book tonight. And we're going to throw. I said it was the book. I love you, Bob.
We love you, Bob.
I miss you, Bob.
Here
All
we
right.
go. We have a
What do we
question
got?
from John Kennedy. Welcome, John.
What plane do you go stay? Oh my God. You're killing me, Smalls. If they can't interact with the physical realm and we found the Higgs boson, where is this dimension?
Beyond, John.
The
It's
dimension
beyond.
of your imagination.
Seen it.
That's where it is. I mean, life after death, the concept of life after death has been around as far as human history that we know of. There's always been some kind of afterlife, idea or belief. So, and it changes with cultures. It changes with religion, because you have different religions within different cultures. So you're going to have these different belief systems. So is there a physical realm? I doubt it, because we just don't have hard evidence of an afterlife. We have ideas. We have speculation. We have people that produce or present ideas and speculation as fact, which is wrong. They shouldn't be doing that, but they do anyway. And you have people that wholeheartedly believe in the afterlife idea, depending on what religion you are, because it brings comfort. And I want to make it clear that I'm not knocking that.
No, I have a physical realm. I know where I'm going.
Turn your mic off.
No. Turn my camera on, not the mic off.
People have beliefs that there is an afterlife, that maybe, and there's speculation that it lives in a different dimension, because now we get back to the many worlds theory, different dimensions, and we can bring in the TVA into it, the time variance.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, you got it.
You know, with the timeline, the sacred timeline, and all this, and there's branch timelines now.
Guys, gotta watch Loki.
Oh my God,
you have no
it's
idea
so
what we're
great.
talking
It's
about.
so great.
It's an awesome show.
But when it comes down to is that there's no valid evidence. Sometimes there's experiments that are done that people believe that there is significant statistics. Wow, I said it first. I said it right the first time.
You did.
That show that there's something, but it's not paradigm shifting. It's not mind blowing. It's
not
a blip. It's not. It's really not. It's not. When you do certain experiments, and I can't get into it yet, but there's something coming up next month. I can't get into it now. Patreons know. But there's certain experiments that are done, but you really have to look at the experiments, because, I mean, as we discussed before on previous shows, experiments can be flawed. You can have oversights. You can not compensate for certain controls. So there's always problems. And yes, like John Kennedy just said, extraordinary claims need extraordinary proof.
Mhm.
Extraordinary. Evidence. I'm
Extraordinary.
starting to feel it.
Yeah, baby. That's good.
So you really need that. And when it's not extraordinary proof, when it's very mild, when it's very like, you know, it's basically the ketchup of evidence, where
Ew.
instead of like, you know, the really good A1 premium steak sauce,
That's
which
better.
is awesome,
It's
of
better than
evidence,
ketchup.
then you have a problem. I mean, it's not anything special. So I forgot the original question. But as far as the afterlife goes, it's not established. It is still an idea. It is still
And
an
everybody
idea.
has their own ideas.
Yes.
So let's go with that.
It's based on perspective. It's what you believe. Like,
mine's a physical realm, if that's what your question was.
I'm looking for the invention of lying scenario. I want a mansion in the sky. I want my own mansion.
Ooh,
I want to be able to take my go-kart and ride to my buddy's mansion and be like, hey, what's up, dude?
Wait,
What's up?
you're missing up our spiritual world and the real world when we win the Powerball this weekend.
I'm sorry. You have your afterlife. I have my afterlife.
Wait,
I still have a go-kart.
Like in real life? Or in your afterlife, you have a go-kart?
Both. I'm taking it with me. I'm tricking that shit out. I'm going to have an awesome go-kart. And I'm just going to ride around the afterlife.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool. I would like to visit
I'm
your
going to
afterlife.
pull up to every angel and be like, yo.
What's up? I didn't believe in you before, but I
don't believe in
now.
you, but you know, those wings look kind of fast. You want to race? No, I'm kidding. I don't believe in angels. Melissa, can everyone take a drink shot for me? After the fuckery that was today, I need one and can't actually have it.
Boom. Melissa.
Oh, sweetie.
Here
you
see
go.
My glass?
There you go.
Here.
There's the glass. Wait.
Cha-ching. We're drinking for you now, honey.
There you go, Megan.
Melissa, get it right.
I know. That's her nickname now.
All right, next question.
All right. If you won Genius Grant.
Because I
don't think that'll ever happen.
I don't think so, Carol. Not a Genius Grant.
Genius, I am not.
I don't. That.
What would you do with it?
Ahead.
Write
Answer
book,
the rest
take
of that.
classes, do experiments, museum. So, let's see. Let's look this up first. Let's see how much we're talking.
Oh wait, there's
MacArthur Fellows.
Oh, that Genius Grant, is that what she's talking about?
MacArthur Foundation.
Isn't it $1 million? It used to be, I guess, on
no, that was the James Randi.
The Big Bang Theory. It was $1 million.
MacArthur frequently asked Genius Grant. Let's see. Is this it keeps coming up. Oh, it's not giving me what I want. I don't know how much it is. If I had sufficient funds, genius is relative. Thanks, Tim Vickers. Ban him. If I had sufficient funds, what were my choices? Or can we go back to that?
I would go back.
Okay. So I think what I would do is it would be a combination of things. I'm already in the process, very slowly, of writing a book or rewriting a book that I just can't find time. I keep getting distracted or take on other projects. Yeah. So that's already taken care of. Take classes? Yes, I would definitely take classes because I preach every day. Never stop learning. Never stop learning.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Never stop learning.
Never
continue to learn. I would take classes that would
never stop learning. Never stop learning.
All right, now you're getting freaky. To expand my knowledge, I've done a lot of photography. I've taken a little course here and there, but I would like to do more with that. I would like to go old school, you know, and do some old developing techniques. Learn how to actually do that.
So Carol says, any choice you want. Those are just examples. So
I know.
If you want a grant, what would you do?
This grant money, like I would take classes again because that I love to learn, and if I had the time, if I didn't have the restriction of a daytime full-time job, I would take classes for one, And then I would combine that with the experiments and the museum thing, because the museum idea that I have, that I was initially trying to uh, evolve before someone fucked me over, was basically have a museum where I had allegedly haunted stuff that I could teach about, that I could teach about critical thinking. Like, these are the claims, we've tested them. This is how you test these claims, and this is the results that we get. But then also combine that with lecture series, or have guest speakers come in to that museum to teach about critical thinking, about different sciences, about investigative methods. Like Bob Nygaard, who is famous for, he's an investigator and gets people that are duped by psychics out of like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. He investigates and gets money back. I would love to have him come and talk to a bunch of people, do some kind of lecture. That would be what I would do. I would start a nonprofit where I could focus on education and really get people involved and excited about science and critical thinking and investigating and an analysis of evidence in a real way, not this bullshit reality TV way. So this is actually a good question, and I really, this is my dream. That would be my dream, to start that kind of museum where it was a museum and educational facility. So there you go. So
Okay.
let them know,
Carol.
and so they can get to me. Because I'd really like to start that. You know, that would be something really, I think, would be beneficial. And I would love to go into schools, use that to go into
That'd be
schools
awesome. Yeah, and teach people. Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite, and I'll get to this question in a second, but one of my favorite experiences in recent years was when we went to Vegas, I think the last time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was asked, Susan Gerbic, who's been on the show, she asked if I would go to the one of the charter schools in the area that focus on science and talk. And
yeah, that'd be right up his alley.
I was able to talk to 2 classes, and talking to the kids and answering their questions and giving them insight, and, you know, being honest with them, not trying to bullshit them, not trying to be like, hey, I'm a celebrity, you know, listen to me. Being honest with them was one of the greatest experiences that I've ever had. And to find out later that my friend Rob Palmer, who goes by the well-known skeptic, he's been on the show too. When he interviewed one of the kids that came to the conference and asked them what was their best experience, they actually said my class. And I almost cried, because I was like so happy I really made a difference in this kid's life. And that's what I want to pursue. That's really what I want to do. So any rich people out there, you want to donate, that's what I want to do. All right. Let's see. I was paid a huge compliment by a student yesterday, Mr. L. It is very clear that you like to learn. I then mentioned the famous Kenny Biddle and said that my friend always ends his podcast with never stop learning. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. I mean, that's a motto. Like, when back in school, when I win, I'll say, yeah, thank you, Aaron.
Hey, Ron in the house.
Back in school, I mentioned earlier, like, I was horrible. I didn't pay attention. I was horrible. My grades were just enough that I could pass. Just enough, like literally just enough. I was like, oh, well, if I get an 80 in the first half, I can get a 60 in the, which is the lowest grade in the second half, and I still passed the year. Woohoo! Awesome. But it's like, now I am so thirsty for knowledge. I love to learn. I love when the investigations and articles that I do take me in different directions of subjects that I have no idea about, and I get to learn about them, and then I get to talk to different people and pick their brain and just learn more and more. It's great. It's like, for all the really nerdy kids out there, if you've ever played D&D, like, the character of a bard was pretty much a little bit of everything. You know, like, you learned a little bit. You did this character class, you did this character class, and you eventually became a bard. And, like, that's what I want to do. I want to learn a little bit about everything. I don't want to be an expert in one thing, because there's plenty of people out there like that I can consult. I want to know a little bit about everything so that I can just get by, but then know people that I can go to and ask and say, hey, come on the show or talk to me. Come out to my museum that's sponsored by somebody. Kraken.
Talk to me, baby.
And teach. Audra, what do you think of the theory that ghost voices are voices bleeding through time-space? So I think this falls into the idea of anomaly hunting. So basically, our basic idea or basic evidence, I guess, and I'm using quotes here, is EVP sessions. So people use like digital recorders and they record during a time when they ask questions and they wait for answers, or they use ghost boxes, which are broken radios, or they use the other crap that uses like guitar pedals and stuff like that to just distort the hell out of anything coming through a radio. But I don't see this happening. First of all, I mean, the basic question comes into, do you know how to manipulate radio frequencies? Do you know how to manipulate the radio transmission that's coming in to my radio through an antenna to make it say what you want to say? I don't. And
I don't think maybe it's not like that though. Like maybe as a ghost, I can say
I'm
something.
gonna bring it back on. There you go.
So maybe as a ghost, you can talk just like if I was talking to you right now, like you said before, like you're sitting on the couch or watching a movie, and then you hear me say something like, so maybe I don't need to know all the technical bullshit on how to do it. I just need to know how to speak.
All right. She actually followed up here. I'm talking even naked ear, hearing it without machines.
Right. And
so
that's
all right,
what I'm
so
saying.
that's a little different. So I've experienced this kind of, I guess, experience. I've experienced this experience where I believe someone has called my name.
Or wait, tell me about the story that you told me when I wasn't home and you were in the kitchen.
Drawing a blank.
Okay,
I'm gonna look at you here.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. So I always thought since we moved into this house that there was something here. Just some kind of ghost, not scary, but playful, whatever. And you told me a story one time that I was at my mom's for the weekend. He's being all silly. And he was in the kitchen actually looking for something. And he couldn't find it. And he started cursing me out. Like, Donna, where the fuck did you put this? And
I never do that.
And you said something like that. And then you said you heard something back. You don't remember?
No.
Like, don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. Like, no, you told me.
Sure.
You said, and you heard something back, and it said, don't talk about her like that. You told me that story.
I don't remember.
Maybe it was
I
too
honestly
much
don't
rum.
remember.
It was years ago, but it was
but
when Connor was younger.
you can hear stuff.
And you knew,
it's
and you
hard.
questioned it because you thought it was me at first, but you knew I wasn't home.
It could be. I could chalk that up to, was it expectation? Because I knew if I was cursing you out, because it's like, where the fuck is this? I can almost hear. I can hear you. Yeah, I know what you would say.
You put your fucking shit away, you would know
exactly,
where it was.
Exactly. And I could hear that in my head. So did I hear it in my head? I don't know. I don't know about this. Hearing stuff without machines, again, it goes back to when people think that they hear their names being called, like when they're in the shower or something like that. And it usually goes back to the water. The water coming from the shower creates white noise, and then you can hear different things in that white noise. I mean, a good example is the air conditioner.
Oh
So,
my god,
if
that's
you're-
so fucking freaky.
It is.
It is freaky. The air conditioner is freaky.
There's actually a good explanation for it. I don't know if I'm going to get it all right, but I've recently read about why if you're in a room and you're sleeping, like your bedroom, you have the air conditioner on.
Yeah, I need to hear this.
You hear the noise.
Yeah.
You hear what sounds almost like music
or somebody singing
somebody
or
talking.
somebody talking. Yes.
And it's because there is, let's see, I'm going to get this wrong, I think, but I'm going to try and look it up. When you start hearing the inputs are coming in, the signals coming in, the vibration of the air, not metaphysical vibration bullshit, but the vibration through the air coming from the white noise of the air conditioner comes in your ear, hits your eardrums, the small bones that are in your ear
vibrating.
they vibrate, but it also hits certain sensors in your brain where it's lighting all of them up. And I know I'm getting a little part of this wrong, but where the sound comes in and your brain starts interpreting it, all the interpretation centers associated with that, they're all working because it's white noise. So it's hitting all kinds of frequencies, every frequency that you can listen to. Some of these detectors get tired, so they shut down.
Wait, the detectors in your brain? Is that what
Yeah.
you're talking about? Okay.
So it's not all, you don't hear everything just through one input. There's a bunch of inputs coming in. And again, I have to find this out. Find the actual report. Some get tired, others don't. And as the ones that don't get tired start to get tired, the ones that were tired start to come back up online. And that's why you get this fluctuation in the sound quality. And it sounds like music, or it sounds like people talking outside. It's a very cool effect. And I should have saved it. I should have saved it because I hear it. Yeah, every time I'm laying in bed and I'm listening to it, I swear that there's people outside. Mm-hmm. And then I get up and I look.
Like
there's not.
Says here, she's like, it's a pain in the ass. Keeps me awake.
Yes.
It does until you finally just kind of try to ignore it and then fall asleep.
But the truth is, there is no music.
No.
There is no music playing. It's the white noise coming from the air conditioner. And the best thing to do is have it like away from where you're sleeping, the further away, because the less it impacts your hearing. But let's see. When you sleep, the inputs to me, Tim Vickers, I'm going to pop that up. Still comes in and your brain still makes sense of it. It will make the best sense of what it can and interpret the best it can. Yeah. And again, in combination with like, so I'm going to relate it to eyesight. So when light comes in your eyes, you have receptors. You have the cones and rod cells in the back of your eye. Mm-hmm. That's where the light's hitting. There's a whole bunch. So cones are for color, rods are for black and white. You have more rod cells than you have cone cells, but there's thousands and thousands of them. So sometimes they get tired and they shut down.
Look that way.
When you sleep.
No. I mean, look at the camera.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You're looking at me, and
I forget that you're on camera. Okay. So, damn, I should really know how to run my own show. So I kind of liken it to that, or equate it to that. I really wish I would have read that article deeper or like multiple times, because it's just the input. So basically, I mean, the summary is that you get a lot of input. Some of the receptors that are interpreting that sound get tired quicker than others. So you have this kind of wave of interpretation, and that causes that music simulation, or that phantom music. And it's really, it's interesting. Now that I know it,
the music I hear is what you hear.
Probably not.
Is it a guy or a girl?
Well, see, I can't tell you. I can't tell that because I don't know.
Oh,
I mostly hear music.
But you just hear the music. You don't hear singing?
No.
Oh, I hear singing with the music.
Well, that's because you're crazy. Mostly I hear like it's muffled music. It sounds like to me, It sounds like old phonograph music
Right,
played
right.
in
It
a
does.
different
Yes.
room with the doors closed.
It's like an echoey sound.
So it's like echo, but muffled echo. That's it.
A
Muffled
muffled
echo.
echo.
And I'm like, I
But see,
hear a tune, but I'm not sure what it is.
I
And
hear
then
singing with the tune. Does anybody else hear singing along with it, or is it just music? Audra.
but again, like
I'm asking
sometimes it's not just music. Sometimes I think people are outside of our house.
I think a
on the
lot of
sidewalk.
the times it's music for me. Like every once in a while, it sounds like someone's talking, but for the most part, it's music. And I actually hear singing with the music. That's what. Okay, so look here. Audra says here, I hear singing. So Audra, do you have? Is it a female or a male singing, or is it different? Just curious.
That's what the Robert White. There it is. The type I heard when we first showed up was 20s jazz music. So that's not necessarily jazz, but 1920s music. And I equate it. This is a weird thing, but the flea market that we go to on Sundays. So I'm trying to remember to look at you here. But the flea market we go to on Sundays, they have an old phonograph.
Oh my gosh,
with
they
old
do.
vinyl.
He's
It's
trying
1920s.
to sell it.
I want it so bad.
Oh, it's
I don't have room for it, but it's a beautiful piece, and he plays it every time we go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just that haunting kind of 1920s muffled echo haunted music, and I love it. I absolutely love it, and that's what I hear all the time.
Okay, so Audra says she
Males.
hears
Pop
males,
music.
and it's pop music, and that's exactly what I hear.
That's probably the people that are parked outside your house.
No, that's
Party
exactly
animal.
what I hear too. It's always a male, and it's not 20s music. It's like pop music played on a 20s player.
I think you need earplugs.
No. I
Yes.
think you're wrong.
I think I'm right.
Well, I'm not the only one that experiences it.
No, well,
Poor
I mean,
John Kennedy here.
now that
he hears satanic music.
Say what music?
Satanic.
Satanic?
Yeah, how would you say it?
Satanic.
Satanic, whatever. Satanic.
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 You're like, is that
Satanic.
you have gin with that satanic?
I don't.
music?
I have wine tonight.
But you know, I mean, oh shit, I gotta hear it. I gotta find it, not hear it. Why do we hear music?
No, Robert. So now Robert White says he has no radios playing, no music of any
conditioner.
kind, but he hears boogie woogie type playing. And I know exactly what type you're talking about. I know. I think satanic. Well, they're saying tonic. Are you making fun of me?
There is not an O in it.
Making fun of me?
There is no O.
Assholes are making fun of me. Okay. I'm reading what's on the screen, guys. I'm not happy about it.
You guys
okay?
are
You're
pissing
seeing the
off the
face
vine
now.
down it.
I
That's
don't
funny.
want
I like that. That's funny. All right. So I think
Yeah, you're making
Phantom
fun of me.
music.
I know, John, you are.
With normal hearing. What's going on?
She calls it.
I'm gonna look this up. Look for it later on, probably tomorrow. I'm gonna look up the article that I read, and I'm gonna post it on my I Am Kenny Biddle site, so that you guys can read what I read. This is actually a great topic. I mean, this is interesting because we all hear it, and it's freaky. It is freaky.
But Kenny, now you don't hear singing at all, so you don't hear a male versus female voice?
Well, no, you know what? So most of the time I hear music, but once in a while I hear a conversation going on. But it's the classic ghost conversation where you can't hear what's being said. You just hear what sounds like voices.
No, it's
and that's why, like, once in a great while, honestly, I get up because I get out of bed because I'm thinking someone's outside. It's like 2 a.m. Someone's outside of our house on the sidewalk, and I want to see what's going on because they're outside of my house. Why? What are they?
Okay.
What are
Well,
they doing?
let's do an experiment. So if anybody's sleeping with the air conditioner on tonight, and you start hearing shit, because now you're not going to sleep because you're going to be listening for it. But if you hear anything through your white noise machine or whatever, try to remember or write it down. Write down exactly what you're hearing, and we'll talk about it next show.
Robert White from Down Under. What's up, Robert? But yeah, classic mumbling from another room. That's what it sounds like.
So if it's
you're not
mumbling,
sure.
though, try to pay attention this time and see if you can make out what mumbling it is.
You're not gonna.
That's
because
what,
it's
that's
not.
what we're trying to test.
I mean, you can test it by all means. Do what you want to do, but you're not going to, because it's not that kind of stimuli. It's not actual speech. It is the fatigue of certain receptors of hearing that's causing this. So you have a level of sensors, okay? You have receptors in your ears, and some of them drop down because they're tired, so they drop off. They're not hearing everything, so it changes the tone. But then it comes up. It's pretty much like an ocean. It's a wave. It's a wave. Where you have some dropping off, some coming back online, some still online. And that's where you get this chaos that we interpret it as something meaningful. It's pareidolia, but for hearing. I think there's actually a term for that.
I hear words. I hear singing words. I'm going to pay attention to them, and I'm going to
try to write down the words.
I'm going to try to write them down.
And maybe we'll have a hit song.
You never know.
I don't know. What's this? John put up
a
John Kennedy
a long time ago.
Okay. You can put it up. We have we're almost at 2 hours. We're not doing a 3-hour show tonight.
Hold on, I have to go back because it was like a half hour ago.
All right. I know
that's a good question, John. So I wasn't
Can we hold a vote to see if Donna should be on the show too? No. Fuck you. Shut up, Megan.
Megan. Wow. Sorry, Melissa.
Oh, Melissa.
He's never going to get your name right now.
I hope you know we're just joking.
We are.
I hope you know. So I'm trying to find this article because I think it's apophenia.
Yes. You know it. We're taking a poll.
That's the term. Apophenia. Audio pareidolia and musical ear syndrome. Ooh. Don't let the weird Greek words in the title scare you off from reading this fascinating article on one category of musical ear syndrome. It's a relatively common phenomenon where you hear tinnitus, phantom sounds that are not of a psychiatric nature. Typically, you would hear what sounds like music, singing, or voices. If you hear music or singing, it may be vague or clear. If you hear voices, typically they sound vague, like a TV playing it in another room. For example, you might know it is a man announcing a game, but you can't understand any or many other words.
Okay.
This is I'm going to post this link because this is part of it. It's very interesting. So far, I only read the first paragraph.
So we have a yes to Donna being on the show. This is our second yes.
Well,
by Robert. And here, Audra says, yeah, she's on the show tonight, and it's an awesome fucking show. That's what fantastic.
That's what happens. We evolve,
you,
and it's actually fun.
It is, except for Kenny looking this way and not looking at you.
Well, sometimes
guys.
I'm trying. I'm getting used to it because you're not always on camera. You're usually not on camera, so I'm used to looking off to the side. But I'm glad that they can now see what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
So it's not just like a mysterious, ghostly voice that's off to the side.
I am here. I'm physical.
And you have a cool background. I like the little mystery machine in the background over your shoulder there.
Oh,
that's cool.
I guess I'm going to be able to design my own background soon.
No.
Yeah, I'm moving shit around, peeps. Take a look at it now.
And there she goes. Gone. That's the last straw. Gone. Gone. Why didn't it? It only posted the one. One link.
No, there's 3 of them there.
Oh,
I am Kenny Biddle.
Yeah.
It
says on me. It says an error occurred.
No,
okay. Oh, okay. All right. Good. All right. I'll bring you back on. There you go.
Thanks, guys.
Whatever.
As long as you don't mind me looking over a lot, because I'm trying to read your questions and keep on track.
That's okay. That's your job, so you're good. Eric Harrison. Hey, Kenny, how are you? I'm doing good, Eric. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. John Kennedy's got a question.
John Kennedy always has questions.
John Kennedy has a lot of questions, and I appreciate it because he helps
keeps
keeps
the
this
show
show going.
But
Kenny,
let's not do 3 hours tonight.
can we talk about paranormal things with your audience in Spooktober? We do talk about paranormal things. What are you talking about, John? We do talk about, you know what? I really need to find out how many shows I've done, because I don't know how many, like what number episode this is.
Oh.
So I don't know if this is like 50th or I know it's not 50th. I know I've done more than 50 because it's been like 2 years.
No, I kept track of the other show, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, no, I started doing you
so
started
I did start the Skepto Hepar. I'll go back and I'll refresh it.
We have to go through and see how many episodes I did.
I'll refresh it. I just have to find the file.
All right, so you know what? We're almost at the 2 hour mark, so I want to start winding it down.
Yeah, I don't think we have,
unless we have more questions that pop up.
I don't.
John and Bob.
So I think John's was the last one.
I have a trivia question here, and it's going to be so here are the rules. You have to be in the United States because I cannot afford to go over to the UK
unless you're going to pay shipping.
If you agree to pay shipping, you want to pay shipping, I'll do it for the UK.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't want to put any pressure on you. So here's the question. The first person that can type in that chat room.
All right, guys. Wait, get your chat room fingers ready now. Let him, give them some time because some of them are on your phones.
I want the first and last name of each character in the Scooby-Doo gang. There are 5.
Wait, you're going to make them type out every name?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
The first person that gets it all right gets this book.
Go, John Kennedy. Go.
There you
guys,
go.
You got this.
Yes. That is a lot. You're going to have to Google it because I have the answers in front of me.
Oh, wait. Are they the real names of the
I have them all.
Or are they the show characters?
And that's
show characters?
Show characters. The Scooby-Doo gang.
The gang on the show.
The 5 main characters of the Scooby-Doo gang.
Not okay, good. Okay, go ahead.
And their full name, first and last.
Come on, Robert.
You can also include the
we got an answer. We got an answer from
Damn! Tom's got it.
Did he get it right?
Tom's got it. Fred Jones, Velma Dinkley, Daphne Blake, and Norval Shaggy. Oh, wait, no.
You're
missing one.
You're missing one, Tom.
Almost. You're missing one.
Melissa, you need last names. Last names.
First and last name of each character.
You got it, Robert. Case him. He's on every Saturday, no matter what radio you're on. He is on. That man's got to be like 150 years old.
Jade Kitten is not unfair. You can type. Tom's World got 4 of them.
Yeah, still waiting for you, Tom. Come on, you're missing one.
There's 5.
Come on.
I can't believe you're missing
John,
the most important motherfucker.
Send a Wikipedia link. You need to write it. Here's Tom.
Oh, we got it. He got it. All right. Scoobert Doo.
That's his name? Scoobert?
Scooby is the nickname. Scoobert Doo is his real name. Norvell is Shaggy's first name.
That's awesome.
All right, Tom. You got it. Buddy.
That's awesome. Good job. Good job,
Tom. So this is coming to you, Tom. And you know what? I'll get with you this weekend because you're close enough. I don't have to actually ship it. I can save some money. I can actually drop it off to your house. But yeah, awesome job. That's cool. All right, I'm going to get into the announcements that I have. If there's no other questions. So let's see. I have Bob's announcements, but I also have one to add to it. So let's see. Oh, let me change to a smaller one.
That's all right. I'm still there.
Okay. No, I mean for the little icon I have is blocking it. See, I can change the icon. Okay. All right. So let's see. Oh, that's done. I already did that. I was already a guest on Dark Sun and Rising. I was actually late to that
Oh,
podcast.
so sorry you didn't
That
update
was-
it, guys.
Yeah, I know. I got to get there.
Oh,
So September
MG.
25th. Let's see. I'm going to read off my other list here. September 25th is the Para-Unity Conference in Woodbridge, New Jersey. We will be there. Both
Yes.
I will be set up in my Skeptical Help booth, and Donna will be there with Lucky Tiki Creations. Oh, Barry might be heading to Para-Unity. Good, Barry. Come on. You know what? Come on by. If you show up, come by, sit behind the booth with me, hang
Ooh.
out for a little bit.
Cool.
All right. He got special privileges because he brought me a bottle of rum.
Oh.
Anyone that brings me a bottle of rum can sit behind the table. So
I have to
October
finish my wine before the show's over.
October 9th is the Selma Mansion Psychic Fair. Donna will
I
be
will be
setting
there.
up.
I'm gonna have lots of witchy stuff, Halloween stuff,
Ooh,
crystal ball stuff,
she's gonna have a lot of shit.
spirit stuff.
So come on out. I will be there helping her set up. And then once she is set up, I will be speaking with psychics because it's psychic fair. And that's what I do. So let's see. What else? I have, September. Hopefully this will be the launch of my new video series with Skeptical Inquirer called Ghosts in the Machine.
Ghost in the
And the first
Machine.
episode, again, is the Cabbage Patch doll that allegedly worked without any batteries. I go into an explanation on how it began, what I did, how I figured it out. And then guest Justin Dean comes on and he shares his experiences and we go from there. October 3rd, this is a new announcement. October 3rd is Skeptoid's 15th birthday. So Skeptoid is a podcast by Brian Dunning, who's been on the show before. I love that podcast. I absolutely love it. If you don't subscribe, please do because it's worth it.
Yeah, you'll learn a lot.
Yes, it's good. It's
Very
between
scientific.
like 10 minutes and 20-minute podcasts where it delves into one topic and it gives you all the information that you need to figure out.
Sometimes it's really quick.
It's really cool.
Sometimes they're 15 minutes. Sometimes they're they're really cool podcasts.
But they are celebrating their 15th birthday, and they are having a live stream event on October 3rd. It is 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time. And he asked me to be part of it. So I will be talking about research and the importance of proper research and, like how important good research really is compared to bullshit research that people do, especially in these times. So I'm excited about that because I just talked to him a couple nights ago. Actually, last night, night before, I don't know.
It was for what?
Brian Dunning.
Dunning was I think it was last night.
Last night, yeah, I talked to him. And then lastly, did I talk about that? I did talk about. Yeah. All right. So I talked about everything. So the Secret Project.
Oh yeah, were you going to announce it tonight?
Or no? I don't know. I don't know if I should. Should I not?
No.
Should I? Has to do with. I can give a hint.
Hint it, and then we'll give it next week.
Has to do with the Rhine Institute.
Ooh.
Ooh. That's all I can tell you. I love my Patreons know. So if you want to be a Patreon,
what do we do?
Patreon, you go to patreon.com/Kenny Biddle, and you can be like a regular person that just likes to help out with all I do, or you can become there are 3 different tiers, and one is behind the scenes, and then one is where you not only get behind the scenes information, but you also get to pick a topic.
Almost there.
Hopefully, let me take this off for you. Let me take it off so you can actually
show my wine. I'm trying to finish my wine before the end of the show.
If you want to see all the projects that I do, the link is below here, down here, the link tree. If you go there, you can see all the projects that I do. And then let's see, what else is there? There was that. Became a Patreon. Yes, John is a Patreon. I love it. It actually helps me out with like this kind of stuff because this platform costs money. And if you guys can help me out, that's awesome. I appreciate it. But if you can't, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I'm not. I really hate asking for money, but
it helps do a lot.
It helps me do more.
Yeah.
It really does help me do more in the long run.
I'm trying, Audra. I'm trying.
So, not heard of the Rhine Institute. So it's Rhine Institute is pretty much a parapsychology institute. It was part of Duke University and then kind of became a separate entity. I don't remember exactly when, but they deal with a lot of parapsychology stuff. And I may or may not be working with a very well-known in the paranormal community parapsychologist on
May
a
or
class
may
that may have to do with skepticism and parapsychology. So if you ever heard of somebody like Lloyd Arapac, I might be working with someone like that. So more news later. I can't tell you anymore because it's still in the works. But there you go.
Maybe next week. We'll
Maybe
have
next.
more info.
Maybe we'll see. Yeah, because I think after the holiday, it's going to be out. Anyway, so next week, hopefully the show will be about, and I can't guarantee you this, but the guest that I was working on for tonight, hopefully it'll be next week where we can work this out, and she'll be on, and we're going to be talking about fear and how fear evolves, and maybe a little bit about belief-based fear, and I think superstitious fears, stuff like that. More on the psychology side of it, but it was a topic that was suggested by one of my Patreons, and instead of just giving my opinion on it, I wanted a professional in it, so that's why I'm working on getting a professional in here to give expert opinion, not just my dumbass opinion, because it's a very touchy subject. Like fear is especially something like phobias. When we're talking about phobias, it's a very serious subject, and I don't want to give wrong information. I want something that can benefit you guys. So next show, 3 hours with fanny packs. Shut up, John.
Hey, you gotta buy the fanny
You
packs.
the fanny packs are available. So
K&D Adventures.
We have them.
You buy that shit.
And then tomorrow on 3 Tortured Souls, which starts at 8 p.m. Eastern time, me, Tim, and Dave, we will be talking about, I think the topic is if we could go back in time to our earlier ghost hunter self, what would be the top 5 things we would tell ourselves, like top 5 pieces of advice. So I have like 2.
How far back do you have to go?
Ghost hunter days. So like we're talking like 1997.
Okay, like when you started. Like what would you go tell yourself?
What would we tell ourselves and be like, hey,
dude,
don't fucking do this.
Like don't waste 10 years of your life.
Yeah, don't waste a lot of time. So, all right. So with that, I think we're good. I think we got all the questions. Thank you guys for hanging out with me all night. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the questions. I appreciate the comments and the debate discussion that goes on in the chat room. You guys are always respectful, and
it was a great show.
That's nice. That's nice. I know I keep saying the rules, especially rule number 3
be nice.
Or 2.
The be nice rule.
Yeah, the be nice rule. But you guys, you guys are awesome about it. So I really appreciate that. It makes this show more enjoyable for everyone. So you guys make this show, not me.
Yes.
It's you guys. And with that, have a good weekend. It's a 3-day weekend for some of us. So
lots of us
I will be drunk
get off on Monday.
an extra day. But yeah, with that said, have a great weekend. Be safe.
Okay, Robert has a question.
Oh,
wait, this one.
Wait, we do?
Yeah.
Is there a .com to the link?
No, but I think there should be. Is there? Can we do that? No.
If you just go to what's on there, take the comment off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Here, hold on a sec. So if you go there, Linktree/Kenny Biddle, it should come up. Let me make sure. So, Let me make sure. I'll type it in and make sure it works, because I put that on my TikTok page because I like TikTok. I piss off so many people on that app. Oh my God. They get so pissed off so easy. Link /Kenny Biddle. Let me make sure. Dun, dun. Oh, yeah. So if you type it in exactly how you see it on the screen there, it goes right to my site. And I will post the link in the chat room if you guys are interested. But it goes to everything that I have. So my Skeptical Inquirer articles, my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, my Patreon page, my Twitter, my TikTok, both my TikToks, because I have one for my skeptical debunking of poltergeist bullshit videos. Poltergeist. Yeah, that's what I said. And then I also have a TikTok for my mystery museum, all the haunted artifacts. And I also have my Teespring account up there, and K&D Adventures is up there, and also 3 Torture Souls. So
Is
you can
the
find
Patreon there?
everything. Patreon, yes. Patreon is right there.
Okay. All right.
So
Just in case.
everything that I do, you can find through that link. It's a one-stop shopping.
Except for Lucky Tiki, but that's not really Kenny. That's me.
That's you. Yeah. But go visit Lucky Tiki Creations.
It's only on Facebook. Yeah, luckytikicreations.com, but it takes you right to Facebook. But I really need to start posting stuff because we have a lot of stuff new for the fall and Christmas season. So
yeah,
keep looking.
All right. So again, have a great weekend. Be safe. Have fun. Enjoy life. And remember, never stop learning.
Stop learning.
That's the important part.
Yep.
And I'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.